Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 30th Rome Total War Brotherhood battle that I've put onto YouTube. The team I'm in today consists of a Brotherhood member Pompey, who has bought the Rome Brutii faction. Myself, Spartan Commander, who has bought the Rome Julii faction. And Brotherhood member Crimson Overlord, whose name in this game is Kong Ming, but I still refer to him as Crim during the course of the battle. So there's the three Brotherhood members in this team, and we are fighting a very well established and senior clan on Rome Total War, the Wolves faction. This should be a great battle. And here is the enemy team we are fighting today. There is Wolves member Warlord, who has bought the Rome SBQR faction. Wolves member Lionheart, who has bought this Rome Scipii faction. And Wolves member Snapdragon, who has also bought the Rome Scipii faction. So there you are. The Brotherhood clan is the most long-lasting senior clan on Rome Total War, but Wolves are also a very well-established and senior clan on Rome Total War. So this should be a really great battle for people to watch. At this stage of the battle, you can see that Wolves Warlord is attacking our right flank here. He is moving his forces around to our right flank in a right flanking attack there. And as you can see, Brotherhood member Crimson is actually moving units of his army out to actually try and counter the attack by Warlord. Warlord's a very aggressive player and very often does flanking attack when he's fighting on the flank. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops on the right, because Crimson is a master at counter attack. So this should be quite an interesting tussle on the right flank there. And as you can see, all our team and all the enemy teammates are facing off to each other, so things are going to start soon, I would think. Here you can see on our right flank, Warlord is actually kind of expanding his attack on the right there. He's moving his forces further out to the right in an attempt to try and flank Brotherhood member Crimson Overlord there. As I said before, Warlord is a very aggressive player, and he's showing this with his attack here on our right flank. But Crimson, I think, is a great counter puncher, so I think he'll be a match for Warlord here on the right flank. But it looks like this is where the main action is going to be so far anyway. As you can see, Warlord's allies at the moment are just biding their time, probably just waiting for the right opportunity to attack, while Warlord tries to draw some of our forces off to the right there. As you can see at this stage, Crimson has put his several units into Testudo formation there, which will obviously try and stop or slow down a lot of Warlord's attacking units there. You see now Crimson is having to pull back some of his units there to try and counter the right flanking action of Warlord. And as you can see in the centre there, Lionheart, Wolves Lionheart, is starting to attack my units at the front there. So I've moved a couple of my units up. There's a bit of close-in fighting there. I've moved a couple of my units from the rear up to support my Pila shield formation there, just to help them hold a little bit against that attack. And also you can see over on our right now that Wolves Lionheart is taking some of his cavalry over to our right as well. So it looks to me like our right flank is where they're really going to try and press home their attack here. So you can see you've got two lots of Wolves cavalry there waiting to attack, plus all of Warlord's infantry. This should be an interesting development here on the right, I would think, when all that cavalry comes in. And as you can see now, both lots of cavalry are charging in. Here they're trying to rout as many of Crimson's infantry units as they can with a massive cav charge bonus as they smash into Crimson infantry there. Now Crimson's countering with his infantry. As you can see, Pompey's Brutii infantry, that's like his A army, or sorry, his B army, his secondary army, has come over to support. Here I'm sending my cavalry in as well as a support, and I'm hoping that when my cavalry smash in behind Crimson's, it might start causing a few of the enemy units to rout. And yes, a few of their units are routing there with the impact of our cavalry there.
We're under attack.
With Crimson's B army there that he's brought over to support Crimson, I think that that should be a great hold-in small army there if they keep attacking on our right. As you can see here, my army there is kind of stuck out forward a little bit there, and my right flank has become exposed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn a couple of my herb units to actually face that threat, to be able to hold there to stop them coming in on my flank. At the moment, I don't really want to move my army back, because I feel if I move my army back, the front units that are engaged, a lot of them will probably start to rout. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to hold fast there and just take on whatever they're going to send at me there. As you can see, the right flank is still their main attacking area at the moment. I see that the other Wolves Snapdragon has brought his cavalry over as well, so it's going to be some, I think, some massive cavalry and infantry hits on our right, which we've already seen. As you can see, a lot of Crimson Overlord's units have been severely weakened by the fighting, but he's now moving 3 of his units forward there to try and plug a little gap that's developed between Pompey and myself, and he's plugged the gap there very well with some of his infantry units. As you can see, they're charging their cavalry into my infantry units, probably hoping to rout, and they have routed one of my units there, but I'm hoping that the rest of my infantry will stand firm against that attack. That was a great cavalry charge by Crimson Overlord. They sending his cavalry in there, has routed several of their units.
Units, move out.
Meanwhile, over on our left, Pompey's holding Wolves Snapdragon very well over on our left, but as you can see, the major battle is developing on our right and coming into our centre here. They were Crimson Overlord just sent his cavalry here in, and he's routed some of their units there in front of my army, so that's taking a bit of pressure off my forward units there. As you can see now at the back, I'm charging my cavalry in here with a view to smashing into the infantry that are attacking my infantry, hoping to rout some of them, and let's see if this happens. Here you can see my cavalry charging in now, and bang, smash straight into them. All that cavalry charging in, the charge bonus from all that cavalry has just been too much for those weakened enemy infantry units to hold, so they've routed there.
We're under attack.
Over on our right, the enemy team are still attacking very strongly.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
When you watch this battle, you can see all the skill, tactics, and strategy of such a, you could say, such a great 31k players here, and everybody in this game is really doing their clan proud in this battle. There's so many great moves going on. I just wish I could show you all the little moves and all the little intricacies that are going on here. As you can see, I'm going to charge my cavalry here into Warlord's SBQR infantry here. You can see them coming in now with a view to try and rout those infantry units there. As you can see, the massive impact of my cavalry there hitting their infantry, but only one of their units has actually routed there, and you can see Crimson's just charged his cavalry in as well. And I'm hoping to see a lot of their infantry start to rout. Yes, you can see their infantry starting to rout now. And as you can see, Pompey bringing his cavalry in, his Brutii cavalry in as well. So I'm hoping that our right flank now looks like we've managed to turn the battle there, and with our aggressive counter tactics we have now managed to rout most of their army that were on our right, and slowly I think we're actually starting to win this battle now. As you can see, there's a heck of a lot of Wolves infantry still left, but I think we've won the cavalry battle, and if we start moving in from the right now, we'll start rolling up their infantry from right to left. You can see my cavalry charging in now on the right, routing several of their units because I'm hitting them in the rear and the flank. And looking at the moment, I would think, even though there's a lot of Wolves infantry left, I'm looking at the situation and I'm thinking that pretty soon they're probably going to start routing. My infantry has been holding really well there against that massive attack by the Wolves Scipii Roman army there. So I'm glad my units have been holding there so well. But as you see now, with us coming in from our right, we're starting to rout the Wolves infantry there.
The enemy general flees. Press forward so the Spartan
and there we go.
army is
Most of their
broken
infantry
too.
now has been routed.
The enemy show their true virtue.
And,
they are not soldiers.
just like to say,
only
really
frightened
great
rats running from our men.
holding and counter-attacking by Crimson Overlord on our right, and really great support by Brotherhood member Pompey. If you notice, his Brutii units are all over the battlefield there, helping at crucial points. So that was a really great game. And as you can see, you can tell a testament to how tough the battle was. Look at all the dead here. So many piles of dead, and for a 3v3 battle here, for all these dead all the way across this battlefield, you can see how intense the fighting was. And you know, all the skill and tactics of years and years of RTW experience by all the players on this battlefield really showed in this battle. And it's one more Scipii cavalry unit charging in, and he's routed, and I think he will be the last of them.
The day
And
is
this was
ours.
a great battle to watch. I hope you enjoyed it. I would just like to say this was a really great battle to be in. As you got two of the most senior clans on Rome Total War playing head to head there. There was some really great moves and tactics, and it was a really great game. Really well played to Pompey and Crimson Overlord, who really showed a great skill on the battlefield, and really well played to the Wolves team too. There was great skill, great tactics shown, and I think it was a really great battle. As I said, the Brotherhood are the most senior, long-lasting clan on Rome Total War, and I think watching Pompey and Crimson Overlord's tactics and skill on the battlefield, I think Brotherhood members from the past would have been really proud to have seen that. But once again, really well played Wolves as well, a great senior clan, and I hope you all enjoyed watching the battle. This is Spartan Commander saying goodbye for now, see you soon.